Welcome back to the channel. My name is Melanie and I am super jazzed to be here as always. We are having an extremely sunny, passing clouds kind of day here at tamTERRA, so if I am all of a sudden extremely overexposed and then I am in shadow and darkness, that is why. I'm sorry. I will do my best to mitigate that. However, today I wanted to share with you my journey with cold stratification. We're going to talk about what it is and how you do it. The intention of this video is to help you avoid the extreme disappointment of reaching the springtime or your growing season and realizing that you did not cold stratify seeds that require this process in order to grow. Last year I actually missed the ball on cold stratifying a few of my seeds and I wasn't able to grow them during my last growing season. So this video is intended to help you avoid making my mistakes. First of all, what is cold stratification? Cold stratification is when you simulate conditions the seed must undergo before germination can occur. Many seeds, especially perennials, have an embryonic dormancy phase and generally won't sprout until dormancy is broken.
Your goal is to simulate winter.
So how do you cold stratify your seeds? How do you simulate natural conditions in order to break a dormancy phase so the seed can germinate?
You're gonna need wet and cold winter.
As with anything on this beautiful blue planet of ours, there are multiple ways to achieve said goal. I'm going to share with you two of the ways I have tried out, one of which I've had more success with than the other. However, I like to present you with some options. So we're going to walk through two main ways to cold stratify your seeds. The first method would require a saucer, paper towel, water, and the seeds that you're wanting to stratify. You essentially lay out your seeds on your paper towel, get it moist, put it on the saucer, and put it somewhere in your fridge. This is an extremely quick and easy method. You do not require a lot of equipment or supplies that you don't already have laying around your house. However, there are some cons that I found with this method, and therefore I have a few suggestions to help mitigate these downsides. The main downside of this stratification method would be the evaporation of the water. While I like to think I'm a person who can set a reminder on my phone, mark it in my calendar, and make sure I don't forget something, I'm human and error occurs. So when I used this stratification method, my paper towel frequently dried out in the fridge, which takes away one of the elements of the cold stratification combo in order for it to be successful. You don't have any water. That's a problem. If you are a more organized person than me, by all means use this method. I think this is a great method for seeds that don't require long stratification periods. If you only are required to stratify your particular seeds for 24 hours or a week, then maintaining the moisture in the paper towel is fairly easy over that short period of time. The other minor downside that I have found with this saucer paper towel stratification method would be space in the fridge. You have to take up a saucer size space in your refrigerator and you can't put things on top of it. You can't really bump it around. You just want to make sure that it's left alone. So it does take up a little bit of space and you could potentially have water evaporating off of that paper towel more frequently and faster than you're able to replenish it. If you are confident that you can combat and handle those downsides, I think this is a great, really efficient way to stratify your seeds, especially if your seeds don't require a long period of cold stratification. If you do choose this method, I would highly recommend setting an alarm in your phone for every other day, just so that you can check on that paper towel and make sure that the moisture that it needs is still there. The sun has disappeared behind some clouds, so I might be darker than before. That's okay. The second cold stratification method is the exact same process, but in a Ziploc bag. This is my preferred method and the method in which I am using this season. So I'm going to walk you through how I do this with my kiwi bower seeds. All you're gonna need is a Ziploc bag, a Sharpie to label and date your bag, the seeds that you're going to be stratifying, some paper towel. Kiwi bower seeds need to be stratified for upwards of 90 days. It was this very variety that I didn't end up getting to plant or germinate or even try out last season because I forgot to cold stratify them. So I'm very excited that I have not only remembered, but also got the cold stratification process started a little bit earlier than I needed to in order to ensure I have enough time to organize getting these seeds going in this spring. Once you understand why you cold stratify seeds and you figure out what seeds you have that require cold stratification, it is an extremely easy process. You get the paper towel wet, you spread your seeds out on top, fold over the paper towel, label your Ziploc bag, insert the seeds into the Ziploc bag, put them somewhere in your fridge. I label my Ziploc bag with the seeds that are in it, as well as the date. This way I can count on the calendar the appropriate amount of days that are required for stratification to occur. In this situation, kiwi bower seeds require 90 days. Something I want to mention and highlight here is that you don't want your seeds sitting in too much water. With something that can require 90 days, that's a serious time investment, so I do try to take into consideration things like mold and mitigate that proactively as much as possible. It's a real downer when you start this process and 2 months in, all of your seeds are moldy and rotten because you had too much water on the paper towel. So just be cautious, make sure that it's moist and that these seeds stay wet and cool without sitting and soaking in water directly. When I first heard of the cold stratification process, it sounded a little intimidating and rather complicated, so I hope this short and sweet video walking you through how I cold stratify my seeds and giving you a little bit more information about why you would do this makes it a lot more approachable for you. It is a huge bummer, take it from my personal experience, to reach springtime, your growing season, the long-awaited moment you can put seeds in the ground, and you can't because you didn't cold stratify them. So I recommend going through your seed inventory right now and making sure you don't need to do this process on any of your seeds or get them started as soon as possible so you're good to go come spring. As always, my lovely friends, may the force be with you, happy growing, and I will see you all back here very shortly with another video. Bye.